Morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to Money Marketing Monday with Nyala. Super excited to be talking about how to have clients lining up at your door. We're talking about how to have clients lining up at your door. If it's your first time seeing me, meeting me, my name is Nyala Thorpe. I'm a marketing and income strategist, but my clients call me their business coach. And what I do is I help coaches find and market their unique message so they can consistently sign high-paying clients. Ultimately, my goal for you is to create the life you deserve and the legacy you desire. And me personally, I feel like that can't be done unless, number one, you implement multiple streams of income. Number two, you create a business that profits, right? And so everything that I talk about is helping you become profitable in your business. I specifically work with coaches and service professionals, but I'm so really good at, helping people with growing a business that everyone seems to get something from it. So I'm hoping that you get something from this today. Okay. All right. So I want to talk first about the mistakes that you're making. But let me share my screen. I forgot that I created some slides for today. And I'm just going to be transparent. The reason why I created slides is because I wasn't sure with all the stuff that I was going through with my health. I wasn't sure if I was going to have an allergic reaction when I did my makeup. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So I said, you know what, just in case I have an allergic reaction, I'm going to do some slides. So I have some slides for you guys today. Okay. You guys should see that pop up in a minute. And then we are going to jump in slideshow. I haven't done this in so long. I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, here we go. So why the one thing you think you must do is exactly what's killing your business, and how to turn your thinking around so clients are lining up at your door. Here's what you're going to learn today. The first thing we're going to talk about is the biggest mistake that coaches are making, why their ideal clients are not checking for them. Okay. The second thing we're going to talk about is 4 concepts that I need you to understand clearly if you want clients lining up at your door. The third thing is the secret weapon that I use and my clients use to create brand likability and credibility, and how you can implement it today. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about how to get clients to want to be coached by you. Okay, this one is important because at the end of the day, if they don't want it, they're not going to buy it. So you have to get them to want to be coached by you. All right. So biggest mistake, make sure you guys are taking notes. Biggest mistake that coaches make is chasing clients. And I know that sounds crazy because you're probably like, what do you mean, Nyala? I need clients. I'm going to make money. I need clients. But the problem is that many coaches are chasing clients before they're actually ready to chase clients. And that's the reason why they find it hard to get clients. Does that make sense? So we're going to talk about what you need to do before you start chasing clients. And don't worry, it's not going to be a whole lot. This is stuff that you could do today. You just have to understand the concepts, the reason why you do what you do. So we're going to talk about what you need to do. I'm not only going to tell you the mistakes, but I'm going to tell you how to fix it. All right. So let's talk about the 2 ways that coaches are chasing clients incorrectly. The first way is chasing clients before they know you, before people know you, right? So you have to be known because and let me make sure I say this. You don't have to be popular. You don't have to be the most known. Everybody don't have to be calling your name, but people do need to know you. The people who you want to hire you do need to know you. And they need to know, like, and trust you. So that's the first thing. And so if you're out there chasing clients before creating credibility so people can know, like, and trust you, that's a problem. Secondly, chasing clients instead of focusing on the ones you have. And I'm a firm believer. I have clients that's in the chat box right now. Demicia's here, Sandra's here, and they will tell you that I talk about this a lot. Retaining clients. A lot of coaches, they spend so much time on social media all day, every day, trying to get clients instead of doing right by the ones that they have. Okay, because when you take the clients you already have and you create, turn them into loyal fans of your brand, guess what happens? They become a representation of what you bring to the table. You get what I'm saying? Because if you want clients, right? And people are watching your post online, they're seeing what you're doing. What do you think they do? They go to your page, they check you out. If they see that you have clients, you know what they do? They go to your clients page and they start checking your clients out. They want to see if your clients lost weight. They want to see if your clients is doing great on social media. They want to see if your clients are doing all the things that you say that you could do to help them, right? And so if you're not putting your attention on the clients you have, that's a big problem. Those are the two ways. Number one, chasing clients before people know you. And number two, chasing clients instead of focusing on the ones that you have. Now, let's talk about this for a minute. A lot of coaches tell me they feel like a fraud. Okay. And I used to feel like a fraud too. Okay. So I know what that feels like. In the beginning, I used to feel like a fraud. And my first coaching program that I ever, hosted was called Project Slay Your Brand. It was a 30-day coaching program. And I was able to get 10 people in that coaching program. At the end of the 30 days, I upsold them into a year program where they were paying me $197 a month. Okay. And that experience is what helped me no longer feel like a fraud. Because once I was able to get clients and I was able to help them see some sort of results where they was falling in love with me and I had testimonials and everything, it helped me with my confidence and it helped me step out even more. So you guys kind of seeing how this works, which is the reason why I say, don't chase clients before they know you, and don't chase clients unless you're focusing on the ones you have first. Okay, because the minute you have clients, it no longer would feel like a fraud. You build your confidence and you have representations of what skills you bring to the table. All right. The next thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and again, I hope you guys are taking notes. If you're new to me, I talk very fast, especially when I get excited about what I'm speaking about. So really, really take some notes here. And another thing is I do not hold back. I have like no filter when it comes to what I share. You really want to listen to me because sometimes things will come out that's not even on my notes. Okay. So make sure you guys are taking notes. So let's talk about the difference between coaches and mentors. Why am I talking about this? Because you need to be ready to be a coach, right? If you want people to see you as the person that could transform their lives, then you need to be ready to be a coach. And that means that you need to understand clearly what coaching is and what coaching is not. A big misconception that coaches have is that they have to walk the walk. They have to be experts in what their clients do. Can I tell you that is absolutely false? Like I just mentioned when we first got started, I have a coach, one of my clients who's a sugarless coach. I don't know anything about cutting sugar out your diet. As a matter of fact, I follow her. I learn from her when it comes to that. Okay. But I'm good at marketing and messaging. And so that's what she hired me for. So no, you do not have to be an expert at what your clients do. You just need to be an expert at what you do. Another thing is you don't need to be 10 steps ahead of them. Again, I told you, I want you to change your thinking. Because a lot of people focus on what's the strategies. But the reason why the strategies, the reason why your strategies aren't working is because you haven't changed your thinking. All right. So I want you to change your thinking of how you see coaching. So a lot of coaches feel like they're frauds or, I have to be an expert doing what my clients do. You do not. You do not have to be 10 years or 10 steps ahead of them. You only need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of them. You only need to know what they don't know. That's it. You only need to know what they don't know. So if you are somebody who's listening to me right now, I've been having a lot of conversations with you guys, especially my new people in the group. Welcome to the group. I've been talking to you guys in the messenger, and a lot of you want to be a coach, and that's what attracted you to this group. So I want to make sure that you only need to know what they don't know. That's all you need to know, because that's what people are paying for you to tell them what they don't know. So let's talk about the difference. I first want to talk about mentors. Mentors are people who have way steps ahead of you. Okay. They have already been through what you're trying to do. They can warn you of different pitfalls that may come your way. They can give you advice that will speed up your results. Okay. And that's what mentors do. Whereas coaches, on the other hand, they have developed skills and they have a process that shows you how to implement what you're trying to do in the best way. Process, write that word down. Somebody write process below. Process. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a quick story. A couple weeks ago, I had a call with my mentor. So I have a mentor and I have a coach. Okay. Now, my mentor is actually going to be in the group this month teaching you guys about sales. It's going to be awesome. So I had a conversation with my mentor, and I had sent a text to her, and I was like, hey, everything that's happening with me with my health, I'm looking for a good way to be able to intertwine this new story and this new message into my brand. Now, with my mentor, she speaks for like Louis Vuitton, United Airlines, she's worked for the FBI, she's worked for the Obama administration. So she's into like corporate training and all of that when it comes to sales, body language. And so I went to her because I wanted to, this year, one of my goals was to get into corporate training. And so I've got a mentor that already has done what I did. Make sense? Okay. So I texted her and I was like, hey, I want to know, how can I get this out there? And I want to know how do you pitch corporate? Do you pitch them from what you teach, or do you pitch them from your story? And she responded and sent me a link. And this is how she always responds to me. She sent me a link and she said, go watch this. Your answer is here. So I go over to watch the video. When I watched the video, I still didn't have the answer. I got a lot from the video, but I still didn't have the answer. So when I got on the phone with her, I said, I know that you're my mentor and not my coach. And I know that when it comes to mentorship, you want to make me think for myself. And so you don't give me straight up answers, but I really want a straight up answer. I said, if it were me and my clients asked me, I probably would have sent them a pitch or something and told them to tweak it, which is what I do with my clients. If my clients come to me and say, hey, I need to pitch someone, I give them a pitch and I let them tweak it and do what they have to do. But mentors are different, right? So she said, no. A mentor is like Mr. Miyagi. We're going to tell you to do certain things because we want you to understand the concept so you never have to come back. If we just give you the answers, then you wouldn't understand the concept. Does that make sense? Give me a 1 below if that makes sense to you. So that's like my little example of the difference between mentorship and coaching. And that's the reason why I said process is a good word for representing coaches, because mentors don't have a process. Mentors just mentor you from their experience and what they do. Whereas with coaches, they develop a process that works, a proven process. And this also creates credibility. What did I say? Don't chase clients, chase credibility. And having a process creates credibility. The reason why people listen to me is because they know I got the market your message formula. It's a proven process. And this is what I've been teaching for years. So they're like, oh, well, Nyala did it for herself. She can do it for clients. So I'm going to listen to her. And so I hope that I'm driving this point home. You have to be able to create profitability, whether if you are going to be a coach. Okay. All right. Let's move on. We're going to talk about the 4 elements that you need to master to be able to create credibility. And you can start doing this today. Number 1, proof. You need to prove to clients that you are the perfect choice. The first way you can do that is by creating a process. Write that down again. Create a process. How do you take your clients from where they are to where they want to be? The second way that you can create proof, because whenever people hear proof, the first thing they think of, oh, I need a whole bunch of testimonials. And then if they haven't worked with clients yet and they don't have testimonials yet, they start to hide. They don't want to put themselves out there because they see other coaches have the testimonials, other coaches have the popularity, other coaches have people talking about them. So it makes them feel like a fraud. It makes them feel like they can't measure up. So you see what I said? I said, I'm not going to just tell you what's wrong. I'm going to tell you what to do. Testimonials is not the only way to create proof. So first way is process. Second way is writing a book. Does it have to be a published book? No. It's great if it's publishing, which is why I added here, but it could be an ebook that lays out your process. Okay. An ebook that lays out your process, right? So I have a young lady, Terry, her name is Terry. I know you're going to be on the replay, Terry. So welcome. She said she would be on the replay, but she's new to me. She just found out about me a couple days ago. And she said that she put in the group that she wanted to be able to master, find her brand messaging, and she didn't know where to start. So I went in her inbox this morning and I sent her my market your message workbook. Okay. And what that does, that workbook, all it does is help you master your message. It kind of asks you some questions, you fill it out, and at the end of the workbook, you have your unique message. Okay. It's absolutely free. And I gave it to her. Why? Because that is a part of my process and it's laid out. And if she goes and she downloads it and she sees, wow, she gets some clarity from it and she's able to put together her messaging, what do you think is going to happen? She starts to pay more attention to me, right? She starts to come on more trainings. This is another thing. See, I told you I would go extra from what's on my notes. When it comes to coaching, don't get it twisted. You're going to hear a lot of people online teaching you different things, right? And when it comes to coaching, the biggest thing is building trust and rapport. Okay. The biggest thing is building trust and rapport. When it comes to selling a digital product, I don't need to know you to buy your digital product. Seriously. If you're selling a $27 training, I don't need to know you to buy that. I just need to see your post. It's teaching what I want to know. I'll buy it and see what's up. But when it comes to somebody investing $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 into you, and that's trust. They gotta trust. You have to build rapport, and that means that you have to be able to give your clients or prove. Let's use the right word. You need to be able to prove to these prospects that you know what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what the book does. It lays out your process and it gives them proof. I want you guys to tell me to write proof below if you understand that concept, and I can move on to number 2. Give me proof below if you understand that concept. If you have a question regarding ways that you can, establish proof with your audience, leave your questions below as well. Okay, I want to just see one proof before I move on. Again, because I'm always going so quickly. So that's the reason why I want to make sure that you guys are here with me. Okay, so Sandra said proof. Okay, good. Hey, Kelly. Kelly is here. Thank God. Hi, Kelly. I was looking for your name. All right, so let's talk about what will be in your book. Number 1, your coaching process, your coaching philosophy. Number 2, your coaching and communication style will also be in this book, because how you put the book together, one of the things that I teach my clients is to dictate everything. That's my big secret. I told you I would give you my big secret weapon to how I create brand likability. That's how I do it. I put my personality in everything. Okay, can't you guys see? I put my personality in my emails. I put my personality when I show up live. I put my personality in everything that I do. So that makes me different from other coaches, right? That's how you start to see, oh, I like her. I like her. So I'm going to listen to her, right? So that's my secret weapon, my communication style, right? So when you're writing your book, when you're writing your emails, when you're writing your posts, if you have a problem with if you struggle with psyching yourself out, right? Like, when you go to write an email and like, oh, I got to say everything right. And so you want to make sure it's right and you're typing everything. Don't do that. Dictate. That's how you keep your personality in everything that you do. Okay, so let's recap. Number 1, your book is going to show your philosophy, your process. Number 2, your book is going to show your coaching and communication style. Number 3, your book should include stories that prove and illustrate what you're talking about. Guys, you see me doing this with you live right here. I've been sharing stories with you since we got here, right? Stories that prove and illustrate what you're speaking of. And then number 4, everything you are most passionate about that's related to your client's interest. So that's what you're going to put in your book. All right. This is going to help you, because people who you could give it away for free, or you can charge really low for it, like $7 or something. This is like an introduction to your philosophy, your process, your brand. And this is how you create proof. All right. Let's move on to number 2. The next thing that you need to focus on before chasing clients, what are we talking about? We're talking about creating credibility before chasing clients. Why? Because they have to want to be coached by you. The reason why they're not lining up at your door is because they do not know you yet, or they do not trust you yet. Okay. So the second thing is you have to create social visibility. All right. How do you do that? Number 1, you don't need to be everywhere. You just need to be solid and consistent. Last night, I was on the phone with Kelly. We were looking at our Instagram pages, I had 2 pages. I had one page, We Win Movement, that had over 40,000 followers. I had another page, The Media Maniac, that we built to over 20,000 followers, and Instagram took it away. Right, so it's gone. I went and I didn't know because I didn't post on there since like 2017, 2018. So yesterday we were talking and I was telling her, like, I had decided that I wasn't going to do Instagram anymore back then. And I came over to Facebook, and my Facebook group became the place where I grow my business. And that's probably why Instagram got rid of the page, is because, it was stagnant. And so I'm sharing this with you because I'm not everywhere. It may seem like I am, but I'm not. I only do marketing right here in this group. That's it, guys. I only do marketing in this group. Now, what I do is I repurpose what I do in this group, and I have my team schedule it in other places. But for the most part, I only show up in this group, right? So one place, you just need to be solid. You just need to be solid, and you need to be consistent. You don't need to be everywhere, okay? If you are a business coach, if you're in the business niche, meaning you help people make money, I don't care what you call yourself, a master coach or this, that's just words. If you help people make money, then you want to be on LinkedIn. Okay, so that's another place that can help you create visibility, depending on who your ideal clients are. I should say that, because if you're not looking for like professional people, or you're not looking to get into corporate, or you're not looking to at some point be a speaker, then you don't have to focus on LinkedIn right now. But if you know that's where you're trying to go, then I would say LinkedIn is a great place to be. Number 3, creating a Facebook page for your business also creates social visibility, something we talked about in our coaching, our accountability session last night, which is creating an online real estate, right? So when people see a post of yours on social media and they click on your name and they start to check you out, they need to see these different pieces. This is what creates online real estate. This is what creates social visibility, okay? Number 4, if you're using Instagram, a lot of lifestyle shots shows social visibility. Are you guys following me? Just give me some hearts, give me some likes. Let me see that you guys are following me. You may be taking notes, but I still know you guys are following me. And then let's talk about the last one, which is Pinterest. Pinterest is really good for search. I use Pinterest to find things that I want to talk about on live streams, to find content. Pinterest is also a good platform to create social visibility. Am I on all these platforms? Yes. Do I spend all my time on all these platforms? No. So what's number 1? Be solid and consistent in at least one place. I should have wrote that in. I'll edit this slide after, because this is actually a training that we're going to repurpose and put in a course that I'm building. So you see how we do? Oh, you see, I told you, that's another gem. Write that down. When you want to create stuff, create it live, makes things easier. So yeah, you should be solid and consistent in one place, but you should definitely have online real estate in different places, because your ideal clients are on different places and they're going to search for you in their places. Make sense? All right, let's move on. Number 3, consistency. This is how you know you are ready to coach. You are consistent. Number 1, you're maintaining a professional demeanor and branding at all times on, of course, all your social networks. All right. So branding is important. It might not be what you should. And let me say this, because this is another thing that coaches do. And I mean, I did the same thing. I used to like beat myself up in the beginning, because when I first started in this industry, I was like the bottom of the barrel. I was still on welfare. I was still on Section 8. I was struggling. I looked at a picture, and I'm going to put it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to put it out today, where I was looking at the little corner in my house, my old home, where I used to work, and how I started. And I would look at other people online, and they would have these beautiful brands with all the gold and all the colors, and they would have pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower or pictures in their beautiful home. And I would say, why would someone listen to me? Why would they think that I can help them grow their business when I'm over here and I can't even get my own self together? And I used to beat myself up. I remember spending day and night tweaking and changing this color and doing a different logo and all types of stuff just to make my brand look good. Don't do that. Don't do that. You do not need any of that What you really need is to just be consistent across all the platforms. It don't have to be the greatest looking brand. It just needs to be consistent. I hope that helps somebody. Number 2, how do you create consistency? Respond and follow up to your readers. Anybody who's commenting on your posts, comment to your emails. It goes back to what I said earlier. Treat the people who you already have great and you'll get more. That's a Bible principle. Treat the people who you already have good and you'll get more. Okay. So make sure you're always responding to people. That's going to help you. Number 3, thank people. Always be grateful. Thank people. This is something I do all the time. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for showing up on my live. Thank you for listening to me. Thank people. That make that what do we say? We have to build rapport. People have to like you. They have to see you as credible. How do you get people to like you? By being polite, having manners, say thank you. Okay. Number 4, send emails out regularly. This is how you create consistency. That's what we're talking about in this section. Send emails out regularly. Next one, give thank you shout outs. All right. So I used to do this when I was building my We Win page. We used to do this a lot every Wednesday because it was like Winning Women Wednesdays. We would highlight a woman that was one of our followers. Well, you could do the same thing. Highlight your followers, highlight people who like you a lot. One of the things that we're doing this month is we're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card to our top contributors. We put out the 10 top contributors last week. At the end of the month, I'm going to put them in my little bowl here, and we're going to pick one person, and we're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card. As a matter of fact, it reminds me to ask you guys, tell me below, what do you need for your business? Because I'm looking to come up with new gift ideas, because every month we want to give away gifts like a webcam, a mic, something to help you grow your business. So I want you to tell me below what's one thing that you need to help you in your business. I don't care if it's a software, we'll pay for the first month for you. I don't care if it's a mic. Just tell me what you need below just to give us some ideas for our giveaways. All right, back to the training. Last but not least, be consistent to your visitors, your subscribers, your social media fans, your book fans, your peers, contractors, and clients. This is what you have to do to create brand likability and credibility. This is what you need to do before you're out there chasing clients. Understand that if you don't do this, you will continue to struggle to get clients lining up at your door. Another thing that consistency does, Anna said a Blue Yeti mic. Awesome. Great. That's a good choice, Anna. What was I saying? Oh, another thing is that, when you're consistent all the time and you're consistent with also what you speak of, what starts to happen is when people need you, like the other day I saw in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in that somebody was looking for a trademark, some expert that was good at trademarks. And within like 10 minutes, everybody started putting one of my colleagues, my peers, her name is Takara, and she runs the Creators Law Firm, and she's known for trademarks. And within like 5 minutes, all these people started tagging Takara. Why? Why do you think that's happening? Because people know her for what she does. People know her and trust her for what she does. Why do people know her and trust her for what she does? Because for the last how many years, she has consistently showed up speaking about the same thing with the same communication style, with the same process to the same people that it's ingrained in their head that she don't even have to market if she don't want, because everybody else is marketing for her. That's what consistency does for you. All right, let's move on. Ooh, no, I think I missed something. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss something. Oh, I didn't miss anything. But what I do have here in my notes is make sure that whenever you're in contact with people, one of the other things that you create credibility and likability, one way is by your values. So that's my last one. And it looks like I missed putting that slide in. It's in my notes, but it's not here. So the last one is your values. Okay, so what do you value? What do you like? What do you don't like? What annoys you about your industry? I spoke to a lady, Karen, Dr. Karen. Oh, so the other day we had a sales call, and she helps people stop smoking. And her story, y'all know I'm all about the story. Her story was that, and I hope, Karen, if you're hearing this, I really hope you don't mind me sharing, but I don't think you would. But her story is that she lost her husband to lung cancer, and she felt like she lost her husband because she couldn't help him stop smoking. And it's not until after she got over that experience that she went and she did training and everything. And now she helps people stop smoking. And she doesn't do it from a clinical standpoint. She does it, well, she has some clinical, but she also does it through like mindset, the way they think, digging deep into what they're going through, all the reasons why they smoke, blah, 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 blah. It was really, really interesting to me why I'm saying this to you, because it was my first time speaking to a coach that helps people stop smoking. Ain't that crazy? But anyway, this right there with her helping people, stop smoking, the big thing about this is that it's something that she values. It's something that she doesn't like. It's something that she stands for. It's something that she wants people to stop doing, right? And she had some really strong convictions, and she even had some statistics and some ideas to back up what she was saying. And these are the things that you want to share in your brand. If you're looking to create brand likability, that is the best thing to start sharing. Your values, your dislikes, your likes, the things that annoys you about your industry. This is going to really attract people that think like you. It's going to attract people that agree with you. And it's going to repel people who you don't want. And we didn't even speak about that today, so that's an extra. When you follow the things that I'm talking to you about in this training, you're going to find that not only you attract more ideal clients, but you repel the ones that you don't want. Okay. So let's recap one more time, guys. If you have any questions, anything, this is the time to post it below, because I'm getting ready to leave you. Let's see if I kept it under 30 minutes. I didn't. Wow. It's a little bit over 30 minutes, but that's okay. We're going to end in a minute. Let's recap really quickly what we talked about today. The biggest mistake that coaches make is chasing clients instead of credibility. How do you chase credibility? How do you create, not chase, but how do you create credibility? By number one, having proof. Is proof only testimonials? Absolutely not. You can share proof through your process, and you can put your process in an ebook that you're able to give people. Another story for you. I didn't even know I would share this. I have a tax practice. My degree is an accountant. I've been running a tax practice forever. And I have great news. My mom was supposed to be selling her tax practice. She has over 300 and something clients, and she was supposed to be selling her practice this year. And I talked to her and convinced her to hand the practice over to me. So even though I have my own practice, I'm now adding my mom's clients to my clientele this year. And I decided that I wanted to expand my mother's business. So for a long time, for my whole life, my mom has always wanted her children to join her with the company, and we all wanted to do our own thing. I was actually one of the only one, well, it's only me and my sister, but I was the one that kind of followed in the finance industry. So when I went into marketing, she got upset and she wasn't happy about it. So now she's kind of happy again that I'm taking over her practice. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to add credit repair service to our practice this year, because we've only done taxes, and she does representation. So she'll do like representation in the IRS for people, while I'm the one that do the taxes. So we want to add credit services. So there's a guy on Instagram, and last night I sent him a message and I said, tell me what company that you're in. I wanted to know, what company. And he sent me a YouTube video. Okay. He sent me a 5-minute YouTube video. And in that YouTube video, he pretty much shared his process, his story, and everything he needed to share to get me to want to do it. Am I going to do it? I'm not sure yet, but the YouTube did its job in terms of giving me the information, creating brand likability, creating credibility, and showing me his process, which creates trust. Okay. So do you see what I'm telling you here? Even if it's not an ebook, it could be a short 5-minute video that when somebody sees a post and they send you a message, you be like, hey, go over to this video real quick, and then let me know if you have any questions. See that? And now people are able to get to know your process and everything that you do. Okay. So that's how you create your proof. Number 2, social visibility. I'm not going to go through it all in deep. You can watch the replay. Number 3, consistency. Okay. And then number 4, your values, making sure that you're always sharing your values for what you believe in. These are the ways that you create credibility. This is the way that you get people to want to be coached by you. What did I say? You want to get them to want to be coached by you. Okay. All right. Golden extra time, right? Yes, Sandra. Okay. So here's my call to action, because y'all know I got a call to action, right? We are going to be having a webinar on September 22nd, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on Zoom. I am going to put the link in the title. We're going to be talking about how I grew a multiple 6-figure business without Facebook ads and without slaving on social media. So I'm going to be going deeper. Today was like the beginning. Everything, all the content you're going to get this month is going to lead up to this workshop. In this workshop, we're going to talk about how to structure your business, okay? How to structure your business for profits. We're going to talk about your messaging, because your messaging is what attracts people. So we're going to talk about your messaging. And I'm also going to give you my system. So 3 things that we're talking about. We're talking about structure, strategy, and system. Okay. Oh, your birthday is the 22nd. Oh, I didn't know that. And mine is a week after, October 2nd. So we're talking about structure, strategy, and system on that training on the 22nd. It's absolutely free. Click the link in the description and go ahead and register for that right now. Let me come back over here. Good. So how did you guys enjoy today? Give me a 1 below if you learned something new. Give me a 1 below if you learned something new. Give me a 1 below if this was valuable. Okay. I want to thank you guys for being with me today. I will be back next Monday. If God spares my life, I will be back next Monday with another training. Yes, Sandra said 1. Let me tell you really quick what we're talking about next week. Next week, we're talking about the limiting belief and service offers. We're going to be talking about your offers that is keeping you from earning top dollar, and what you need to do to add more streams of income to your business without working more hours. That's kind of long, but don't worry, it's going to be good. So again, we're going to talk about the limiting belief and service offers that's keeping you from earning top dollar, and what to do to add more streams of income to your business without working more hours. That's going to be next week, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to replay this video a few times this week. So those of you who are on the replay, thank you for watching. Share this with people. If you know coaches, get them to come and get this information. My whole goal right now is, number 1, to get back into the groove, because I've been out of the groove. How did I do? Did I get back into the groove? So I want to get back into the groove, but I also want to make sure that you guys are being able to reach your goals this year. I feel like this year was just so screwed up with the COVID and just everything, and people losing their jobs, people dying. It's like we have life. And the fact that we're still here means that we need to do the most with it. My client, Sandra, man, listen, Sandra, she helps people so they can not go to the grave fulfilling their dreams, feeling significant, feeling like they made a change in their life. And I think that's really important. And so that's what I want to do. We're still here, and we have to be thankful for that. And we got to make the most of this time. So that means you have to get yourself in position to be able to impact people's lives, however you do it. And I want to help you do that. So all of my trainings for the rest of the year is going to be focused on that, to get you in position to change other people's lives. I feel like you can't feel fulfilled unless you're helping other people. Look at Chad, who just passed away from cancer, and he was fighting cancer and still in hospitals, giving money, bringing cheer and joy to children while he was fighting his own battle. Man, that's how you create impact. That's how you create legacy. That's how you create change. That's how you help people. And that's how you need to be moving in your business. So that's what I'm going to be encouraging you guys to do with everything for the rest of this year, for the rest of everything. Okay, so I'm gone. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys later.
Market your message.
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 Market your message.